My mother stops me and said, "What did you do to the hamburgers?" And I never answered her because I thought that meant they were terrible.
Meet the Wilson Debrianos, owners of Charleston Gourmet Burger Company. Today, the business is flourishing and gaining more recognition than ever before. And it all started with a barbecue cookout with friends and family.
So we call this our accidental business. We were not trying to have a business. We were just actually cooking for our family and friends. But the idea was with us all the time because we love hamburgers.
The couple loves burgers so much that their first burger encounter together was a little romantic.
We've always loved burgers. I mean, even from the beginning, we started.
Yeah, our first date was at McDonald's. Yes. I was a cheap date. I think I may have had like the 2 cheeseburgers and a french fry.
Yes.
Not afraid of the burger chase, and it definitely shows in the great taste of their product.
For a good burger, I mean, we will go out the way.
And out of the way, they did go. When inviting friends and family over, they didn't just stick to the ordinary.
Instead of serving a regular burger from the supermarket, just a general patty, I came up with this idea, let's just jazz it up with some herbs and spices. I said, let's do this.
Before they knew it, there was a line across the lawn, and it led straight to the grill. Yes, there were other food options, but the Wilson Debrianos sauce had them all hooked. Then the epiphany happened.
I looked at Chevalo and I said, we should sell these. I just saw immediately people liked them, but I was really just joking because that's not my background. Okay. I've never been in the food industry.
Having a strong start serving their product at Charleston's Farmers Market, which is one of the leading farmers markets in the U.S., there was just a little bump in the road. The demand was growing, and not just locally.
We get a lot of tourists, people who come from out of town, and they go back to Utah, they go back to California, they go back to Maine and these places. And we would get emails and phone calls after they get our cards asking
how can we have this burger at home?
Now with this on the rise, they knew something had to be done.
So I said to Chevalo, we need a product. They don't really care about the meat, they care about the way we season it. So let's make our marinade a product. The way we season our burgers, that will be the product.
So our first product was the Gourmet Burger Marinade, which is basically the hodgepodge of natural ingredients we mixed in at that cookout, that original cookout.
When the first product was launched in February 2013, with no stores selling their sauce, they hit the road running, going from door to door and store to store.
We literally rode around with product in our car and we smelled like burger. When you got in the car, you smelled it. You give me a hug, you smelled it. Like it was in the car, loaded.
Within just 1 year, the couple were able to get their product in over 200 retail locations. With such a business hustle, they gained the attention of the Food Network, and they were on a show called Food Court Wars, as well as the Today Show. This was definitely a great move, as this helped them to gain national attention. Their products are even being distributed as far as Europe and Dubai. Now, back to the yummy sauce. Their intentions were just to have it for hamburgers, but they soon realized that customers use it faithfully on steak, chicken, lamb, fish, and much more. And I am a witness. It is awesome. The Wilson Debrianos are far from selfish when it comes to helping others get started. They believe that it's all about finding that niche that we all have. Everyone has something special. Special that is a gift of their own.
So when people go to retailreadybootcamp.com, they just put in their email address and we send them 7 simple steps to get started, and it's free. Just 7 simple steps to get started in the business, and we also then send additional videos and stuff to get people the knowledge of what it takes to actually get their product out of their heads and actually onto the shelf.
The course provides a step-by-step guide in which can be completed at your own pace. They encourage the power of entrepreneurship to not only adults, but to children as well. as their two intelligent young daughters have found themselves heading down the road of entrepreneurship.
And we are very proud about that, because the way how we look at just the world how it is now, we cannot rely on a job, on an employer, with so many changes going on in the world and how we do business.
Now, when asked their viewpoints on disappointments in the business,
I'm a person that doesn't really hear no, and I'm just wired very differently. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it, and nothing is going to get in my way. I don't care what happens. I'll just find a different road to take.
And with such positive determination, the Wilson-Debrianos' can-do attitude becomes contagious.
And it's really like that. Like, you really can do anything you want to do if you believe it. That's the first thing. You really have to believe you can do it, and then you can do it. I promise.
Be on the lookout for this powerhouse couple, the proud owners of Charleston Gourmet Burger Company. Visit their website, charlestongourmetburger.com, to learn more. For Bounce Around Charleston, I'm Michelle Lemon.
Coming up, Zenobia from Zenobia Sweet Tooth will be here to show us some of her delicious treats.